In heading elements, you have something like hello world. The H1 here is the opening tag. The slash H1 at the end is the closing tag. The hello world is the content. So both the H1, the hello world, and the closing tag H1 are called elements. This line of code now is called elements. The opening tag H1, the content hello world, and the closing tag H1. All of them are called elements. We have 6 level of heading. There is no level 7 heading. If we display these levels on our browser, this is what we are going to see. This is what we are going to see. This is what we are going to see. Level 1 heading, H1, being the highest, and level 6 being the smallest. There is no level 7. So this is the hierarchy of headings in HTML, which we can use to format our website. Let us format, let us use this style, this heading, to format a table of contents in our website. Let us use this to format a content in our website, starting with level 1 to level 6. The content is about a book. We're going to write a book, the chapters, the sections. So each of these headings has a role and they are placed according to their hierarchy. So heading 1, which is H1, is the first in the hierarchy and 6 is the last. There is no level H7. So let's format a book. Let's use this heading to format a content in our website. So if we display this section, we want to use this now to format a book title in our website. So if we want to write this, if we write it ordinarily, this is what we are going to see. Just a straight line because it's not formatted. There is no form of formatting or hierarchy in the headings. So when you type it like that, this is just what you are going to see on your website. So we want to format this now and see how it looks like. So like I said previously, the headings are placed based on their hierarchy. The biggest being the H1 and the smallest being the H6. Let's start with H1. We write H1. We copy our book and paste inside H1. Now, we've done H2, chapter 1. So let's go to another chapter, and use H2 again. we use H1 on book, which is the number one, which is the heading, the first heading. Then we use H2 in all the chapters. You can't use H2 first before H1. No, H1 will go first. After H1, now what follows? After the book, what follows? The chapters, which goes with H2. We use H2 in all the chapters. The next is H3, which goes to the sections. This is how they are arranged in their hierarchy. The biggest will go on top and they keep descending according to their size. We are going to use H3 for sections. We are going to use H4, which is the last heading we are going to use on this tutorial. So when we are done, this is what we are going to see on our web page. You see how the headings we are placed according to the hierarchies. Maybe you move here, you have another H1 element. H1 element must always be on the top of the hierarchy, then followed by the chapters that can come with the second element, which is the H2 element, which is the H2 element. This is how it is placed. Then the diagram H4. This is how to format your content using heading. It is also not a good practice to skip headings like having H1 here, have H2 here. You come here and have H6 or H5. It's not a good practice. It must be followed. It must be followed. It's not a good practice. It must be followed in accordance to the hierarchy. And that is the conventional rule. It is not a good practice to have more than one H1 element in your formatting. It is also not a good practice to jump headings, like jumping from H1 to H4 or H6. It is not a good practice.